Officials have released the estimated cost of damages from a fire in Windsor Heights on Tuesday. According to the Windsor Heights Fire Department, Tuesday's house fire cost around $128,000 in losses. Just before 2:30 on Tuesday, firefighters were sent to a home with visible smoke along 64th Street. The person living in the home was outside when crews arrived, and the fire was put out quickly, and thankfully no one was hurt. Now the cause of the fire remains under investigation.
A Montezuma man has been sentenced to 15 years in federal prison on child pornography and cyber-stalking charges. Court documents show 20-year-old Jack Urselius received and created computer-generated child pornography images of 13 different victims under the age of 18. A forensic exam of devices taken from his Iowa City home showed Urselius used devices to create AI-generated pictures containing child sexual abuse material of real girls with their clothes removed. Authorities say he sent screenshots of satellite views of victims' homes and live updates on the victims' locations to people online that he solicited to stalk and rape the victims.
A passerby is being hailed a hero for saving two teenagers involved in a train crash. Tuesday afternoon, a 16-year-old was driving a car and his 12-year-old brother was riding passenger. The car struck a Union Pacific train on a gravel road in Lakota. After impact, the car traveled 50 to 75 feet and caught on fire. Alex Horrock was around, saw something was wrong, and called 911. He helped the boys get out of their car just seconds before it became fully engulfed. Alex made sure they were safe until authorities could get there.
The fact that he made quick, decisive action, there's no doubt in my mind that he helped to keep those boys from having even more serious injury or possibly even death.
The boys are now being treated for their injuries at the Mayo Clinic, and Sheriff Fisher says they are expected to survive. It's now 6:04. On Tuesday, the U.S. House passed a landmark bipartisan bill that would make daylight saving time permanent.
Representatives Zach Nunn, Randy Feenstra, and Ashley Hinson all voted in support of the bill. Representative Marionette Miller-Meeks did not vote. Local 5's Brandon Wynn spoke with Iowans on how they feel about the possible change to our calendar.
For a little under 100 years, the U.S. has been trying to preserve this, daylight, but a new bill could change that.
The Sunshine Protection Act passed the U.S. House yesterday and could end the spring-forward, fall-back cycle Iowans are used to. Richard and Judy Ann shared how they feel that daylight saving time does more harm to farmers than helping.
We used to farm, and feeding livestock was something that the animals, they always want to be fed at the same time every day. I fed cattle for years.
The Daylight Saving Act of 1916 was originally implemented to give more times for farmers to harvest in a day, something the Anns feel is outdated.
And I think as older people that we would probably be well off having it just stay the same year round.
Less hassle. Easy, just to always know what time it is.
On the other hand, local teachers Janelle Mueller and Terry Olsom feel the most important thing for students' health is maximizing sunlight.
Keeping them awake and getting them to school on time is a challenge at the high school level.
Because for kids to come to school in the dark and be in the dark in the winter for the first hour and a half of class would be very challenging.
Mueller and Olsom are not the only ones concerned for people's health. Ryan Crane with the National Alliance of Mental Illness expressed concern with the current state of daylight saving.
When there's less daylight and that has an actual effect on folks' mental health, that seasonal affective disorder and related things are pretty well known and pretty well studied.
Local 5 reached out to Senator Grassley and Ernst to see if they plan on supporting the bill in the Senate. We did not hear back from them. Brandon Wynn, Local 5 News.